How could you not heard of Jesus, the greatest of prophets? Have you really not heard?
Hey guys, this is Chris, and today we're going to be talking about the TC Helicon VoiceLive Play. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than the ones I've made in the past. What I typically like to do is I show you what the piece of gear looks like and how to use it, what it sounds like. But I really think TC Helicon did a really great job with the videos for this product, the VoiceLive Play. So I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a different video. Now, I've owned everything from the H1. Go ahead and if you want to check out that video I made for the H1, you can check that out. I also had the TC Helicon Voice Tone Synth. You can check out that video as well. Also, I didn't make any videos for it, but I had the TC Helicon VoiceLive 2. There's so many names I get mixed up. But that's their flagship model. That's the one that has all the editing parameters, and it's a really great pedal. So I've had the full gamut of their products, and they are all really great products. But for the consumer who has never really looked into all these pedals, I just wanted to try to point you in the right direction and kind of give you the pros and cons of each one and why I feel like the VoiceLive Play really is the best for the money. So looking at all the single pedals. Now, for someone who's just getting into vocal effects, let me explain something real quick. The reason why you would want to be able to control your own effects as a singer is unless you are a full-time touring band with the luxury of a sound guy that goes with you everywhere. Now, the sound guy is going to be the one that really controls your vocals normally. So if you have a pro sound guy that is with you all the time, who knows your music and knows when to have reverb and not too much, not too little, and when to put on delays and stuff like that, then that's great, and that's the typical situation for effects when it comes to vocals. But really, TC Helicon and a couple other companies have also helped, but really they've changed the way that vocalists take control of their effects. And the reason why we'd want this is because you don't have the luxury of a sound guy with you all the time. And also, maybe you want to talk to the people in between the songs, and you don't want to have to tell your sound guy, hey, I'm going to talk, turn off these effects. So really, vocal effects, they really change the way a singer interacts. So if you're just getting into this, you might think, well, I don't really want to spend a lot of money. So maybe we'll just get one of the single pedals like the H1. I'll have some cool harmonies, and then it'll be fun. Now, that's what I did before with the H1. I really liked it. But with the H1, there is very, very little editing that you can do. There's just a couple of knobs. Now, in that video, I showed that you can go through and select your key and all that thing, but you can't change between a major and minor. So that could be an issue. So maybe you want to go, okay, well, I want a little bit more editing, so I'll go to the dual pedals. And those are nice, but now you're getting from the singles around $130, the doubles now anywhere from $200 to $300. That gets to be a lot of money. So maybe you bought the dual pedal and you like the harmony, but then you realize I have one effect that maybe I spent $300 on, and that is why I really think TC Helicon has really come through with the VoiceLive Play. The VoiceLive Play has 7 different effects plus the tone feature, and you can really shape and EQ and compress your vocals to sound like a studio quality. Now, that's all in a $250 pedal. And like this pedal is really, really great. So if you were to go out and buy all the different TC Helicon singles pedals, they have a T1, the C1, the D1, R1, H1, E1, X1. That's 7 different effects in single pedals. Now those range anywhere from $100 to $150. So the average being around $130. If you bought all those pedals, you're going to be spending around a little over $900. For that amount of money, you can go out and get the VoiceLive 2 and have all the editing parameters and everything you want. But a lot of people don't want to do that. And see, the issue is that about 85% of the people that are going to be using any of these effects, they want the effects, they want to have fun, especially if you have a home studio like I do, and you have the time to go through and have a lot of fun with the vocals. But the issue is that a lot of us are kind of overwhelmed by too in-depth of the editing parameters, and so we don't really need to go out and buy a VoiceLive 2 for the majority of us. So that's why I think the VoiceLive Play is perfect. Now, if you need the guitar effects, you can go with the GTX for about $100 more, but I didn't need that because I have other things to work with the guitar. And also, the other thing, the reason why I like the Play is that I like to set the key, I like to do that manually, because TC Helicon's technology is really great, but it's not perfect. So even whenever you see all these other people doing demonstrations of it, they typically set the key because that's going to come off more professional. The guitar can control it for the GTX, but that's not always perfect. So I really think the middle of the ground is the the VoiceLive Play, because you get all those effects you need, and you don't have to worry about the money issue, because for $250 you get every effect you would ever really want, and I think it's the best thing out there. Now you can go and get the VoiceLive Touch or the Touch 2. You can go that route, but for me, I really like the VoiceLive Play. And also, they just came out with a new update where if you have any 3-button foot switch, well, I don't know if anyone will work, but I have a Digitech one, and what's cool is that you get a 3-button foot switch that you can use this as a looper controller. So yeah, the singles and the dual pedals don't give you a looper. The VoiceLive Play does. So this could be your looper control, or you can assign individual pedals for individual effects to each one of these buttons. That's huge. With these in combination with the hit button, you get 4 different buttons to select effects on and off. So really, you're getting tons of control features and all the effects you really want. And like I said, for $250, that's cheaper than getting 2 single pedals. And so overall, guys, I just want to make this video talking about that, because I think that is something that gets neglected. You know, whenever you go out and you want to look for gear, you see all these different things, and I don't really think a lot of people are talking about some of the more practical issues like the cost. And so these are just a couple of my thoughts, guys. Hopefully this helped you out, and if it did, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.
When you not heard of Jesus, the greatest of prophets, have you really?
Hey, you guys are still here. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for watching this video. Here's some more videos if you'd like to check those out. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button up top so you can keep up to date with all my new videos. Thanks, guys. See ya.
We thought what great king he would be, and everyone would see our Messiah's come to set us free, but then